Halito Chumatrikma Sa Ho Chifo Ya Aisha. Have you ever been to a cultural gathering such as a powwow and you see dancers in their beautiful regalia? Or another cultural gathering like a name giving or a giveaway and you see men, women, and children in ribbon shirts or ribbon dresses? Did you ever wonder if you could make a native design shirt or clothing item for a friend or a family member? I have found an inexpensive and an easy way to create your own native design clothing. I have 2 children who are powwow dancers. Buying custom regalia was getting expensive. My family also attends Longhouse and other cultural events in our community and in other communities. We are always in need of ribbon shirts, skirts, and other items. All you will need for this project is an ironing board, an iron-on heat transfer, and fabric. We will be using a vest, Kill Ishtia. We will be ironing this heat-on transfer onto a vest for my son. So the first step is we want to make sure the iron is turned on to the wool setting. And the instructions for, an instruction comes with each iron-on. This one will be 10 to 15 seconds. And let's see, just making sure it's on the wool setting. It is. Make sure it's plugged in too. Make sure that you have a sturdy ironing board. You want to make sure that your iron board doesn't tip or move because you do need to apply pressure, not Hulk smash pressure, but pressure like you're rolling dough. Okay, so what we will do next is we're going to put our heat transfer onto our item. So this is a vest that we will be working on today for my son. And it needs to be free of wrinkles. You don't want to like have a bunch of wrinkles in here when you iron your design on, or also be all lumpy. And then you want to make sure you cut off any extra edges. Sometimes these come with a barcode. You want to make sure that is cut off as well. And then you want to make sure there's enough room to pull it off. Next we'll place our parchment paper over the design. And just checking to make sure that is hot. And then we'll iron over this. And while I'm ironing over this, you want to make sure that you have even pressure. You don't want to like have too much pressure on one end and not the other, especially if it's a big piece, because you can get dents in your design and you don't want to do that. So you just want to apply some pressure. So again, it's like 10 to 15 seconds. And then let it rest. Take a look. Make sure your item isn't moving. So I need to make sure this isn't moving. And while I'm waiting for this to cool down a little bit, this is a bag that I made for my daughter using an iron-on Boston Terrier. So we'll try this again. And I'll just gently pull on the edges, and it's slowly coming up. So with some of these designs, you want to make sure that that you try to do this all in one pull, like a cheese pull. Jokes. Yeah, because I tried this with a different iron-on, and I did it halfway because it had antlers, and then the rest wouldn't come off. So if you can, try to pull it off in one full sweep. Then we'll put the parchment paper back over the design, and then we'll iron it again. And then you want to apply even pressure. Keep in mind of the fabric, because you don't want to be using too much heat or too much pressure on a lightweight fabric such as silk. So that feels pretty good. All right, and then next, Okay, so that looks good. Again, keep in mind not to melt your design or the fabric. So we'll just go over this one more time. Okay. All right. And now we have a finished product. We have this vest and it's done. It's for my son. This is the design he picked out and this is where he wanted it. Again, you can do this yourself in 6 easy steps. Off camera, this would take me just a few minutes. These designs are anywhere between $1 and $15. So like the bigger design right here, this was about $15, but each of these were around, like, this one was $1, this one was about $4, I think this one was $6. Here is an iron-on a beanie. And this is an iron-on I did for my son for his hider. And then again, all you need is an iron-on design, an iron, and an ironing board. You can create beautiful native design items for your family and save a lot of money. I hope you enjoyed my demonstration. And if you find an iron-on transfer, buy it and give it a try. Yakoki. Chapisa la chiki.